Hey everyone. I I had meant to start this stream, oh, I don't know, 3 hours ago. But unfortunately a nap happened. So I guess the events of this whole week have finally caught up with me. I get a little extra sleeping. So it won't be a super long playthrough right now. But it's something. Got about an hour and a half, so let's begin the Outer Worlds. This is gonna be the final DLC pack of the season pass. And I've really enjoyed the Outer Worlds so far, so I'm hoping this is just as good as the first DLC in the main game. Alright. I get readjusted. Alright, that's the scope. That's health.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
For those of you that have never played The Outer Worlds, it's made by Obsidian Games, the team that invented or created Fallout and made Fallout New Vegas. And for all intents and purposes, this is pretty much space Fallout. It feels more Fallout than Fallout 76 did. I think it even feels more Fallout than Fallout 4 did. Okay. I actually never knew that that machine lets you re-roll your stats. That's interesting.
Sanitizing to reduce the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure. Battery levels are fully charged. Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on terms. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr. How about not? Halcyon Helen is dead. Murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Round, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows. Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Perea Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Honest to law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer? Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was inappropriate of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're the vice president of Sublight. You earned that promotion with your own two hands. I can't help but respect that quality. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case. Just the three of us. You must excuse us. The situation on Eridanos is tense. If we don't bring Helen's killer to justice, this scandal could scupper our entire operation. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
I encourage you to consider this offer seriously. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover. Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved, outside of our courageous business leaders. Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like? Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society. The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learned to work together. I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated. I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now clear to land at the Eridanos atmospheric complex. It is possible they expect you to understand the mind of a killer. You were, after all, responsible for murdering civilians in Emerald Vale. Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
I decided to turn my mic off whenever they're gonna have long dialogue conversations like that. Much like the older Fallout games, you do not your character doesn't have voiceovers. All right, we're over Gorgon. Alright, who do I want to take with me? That seems to be my usual combination of companions. The fucking ads in this game are priceless, though. I will say, anytime I fire up the PS4, it makes me miss the loading times of the PS5. So, I am getting some Columbia vibes from Bioshock Infinite, looking at this city. Granted, I don't think this is much of a city.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Can we get more jobs like this one? I can't believe Miss Helen's gone. Feels like it's going against the laws of nature somehow. I used to watch Helen's serials. She'd fall into mortal peril every couple episodes, but she always lived in the end. Breathtaking. Have you looked over the edge of the complex yet? Just watch the clouds turning? It's like an ocean without end. Eridanos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and queen of the sky. Looking out to the horizon, I get this feeling that we're in the company of royalty. Eridanos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 100 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying through the tiniest layer of habitable atmosphere. Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. My horizons are about as wide as the walls of Edgewater. Yeah. We've come a long way. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain, Mr. Sir?
Does being on the case give us temporary immunity? Think they'll let us confiscate a few stray bits?
Oh man, I'm just ridiculous.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime. I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Miss Helen.
You should ask if they're comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and actors, I suppose. Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help. Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-rung as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that. I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags. You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing, you're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time? Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
So I'm gonna go back to the ship real fast. I didn't realize how much shit I was carrying. Maybe I should have after, finishing the Parallel to Oregon DLC, but here we are.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Okay, what don't I need? I don't need that. Mind control ray. Let me keep that just because. Don't need that with me. All right. What up, B game? I made the terrible mistake of not checking how much shit I was carrying before I began the DLC, so I had to offload some stuff. Don't mind me while I just steal all your belongings. Sealed.
I must have had something in my ear. I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out.
Let's go to workbench. See what's in the Welcome Center. Is there an official Welcome Center, or is it just going downstairs? Aha. Now I kind of want to know where that service elevator goes.
No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
I know curiosity's gonna get the better of me on this one. Oh. Well, fuck.
Oh my stars. This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode of Agent Khan. I always wanted to see Eridanos. Sky above, sky below, horizons without end. Thanks for bringing me along, Captain.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge, a soft sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Move along.
Okay, a bunch of people that clearly don't want me here. This map ain't showing shit. Wonder why it's not rendering.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Shame. I absolutely adored her cereal.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. I don't think. Can you believe Halcyon and Helen's death?
So I'm really hoping an issue I had with the last DLC was fixed in this DLC. For whatever reason, whenever I would die, the console would just... Well, the console would say it overheated and would restart, but it would restart immediately. It didn't actually get hot, because I would check the console. It would just caused the game to, or I guess caused the console to momentarily think it was overheating and reset. And it was literally every time I died.
The murder has inflicted severe illness.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that mean Spencer Woolrich will get all her roles?
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you. Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you. Are you talking about that program? What was it called? Perspiring your way to productivity? No, what I have is much more invigorating.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential. I work with the materials to which I have access. Halcyon has no shortage of rifles. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification. Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Oh man, I'm gonna give up one of my weapon slots. Alright. Plasma launcher. Do I not have a shotgun anymore? Huh. I might not have a shotgun. Alright. Nope, didn't want that. Nope, didn't want that.
arsonist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification. Please turn off the discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to stimulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to smell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky V. Likelihood of Helen using her final moments to smell the first letter of the food she was craving, 0.0002%. Now stimulating conjecture in hypothesis module. Hypothesis. This letter indicates the name of Helen's assailant. Correct. Bertie Blackhole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel. Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001. This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Captain, please show a little respect.
What? She don't need it.
I know you're eager to tell me what you found, but I'm waiting for the grand reveal. The moment when you discover some critical piece of evidence. I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate. Our leading lady must have riled up someone. Her wounds from cranium to metatarsal are as follows. A blow to the head, severe enough to lacerate the flesh. Followed by a suite of plasma burns down the neck and back, signs of poisoning, evidence of inanition and desiccation, possible signs of jaundice, some shingles, one malformed toenail.
Oh my god.
Why were you given a medical license again? Never mind. Forget I asked. Let's move on. The short version is this. Helen was killed by poison, a blow to the head, and a plasma weapon. Possibly more. I am, of course, at your service. Oh, why I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite. Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique or as quiet as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring or working on my automatic scrap peeler. Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away. I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other, I feel the need to create. Inspector, I'm sure you don't want to spend 4 hours talking back and forth about the intricacies of the science project. It works. That's the important part. I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply. Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious. Oh dear, you seem to be hearing what you want to hear rather than the words coming out of my mouth. Allow me to clarify? I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century. Oh dear, perhaps I was being a little overgenerous when I said brilliant. Competent? Passable. Yes, let's go with that. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice. You sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, alright. We can change the subject. Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. You sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, alright. We can change the subject.
Seems you found something. Residue from a spill. The amplifier said something about a bee. Bertie Holcomb. I hadn't considered that. The two of them were in a relationship prior to Helen's death. I'll make a note of your discovery. Thank you, Inspector. Take a look at the crime scene. I'll stay out of your way until you're done.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants. Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint. Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass, grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards located not far from the Grand Colonial.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're just trying to make me feel useful. She was in the Purpleberry Orchards, Captain.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
You'd think these people have never seen a corpse before.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspended. Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon. Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer. My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know? You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see, so she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed. Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons. Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend everyone just to learn what caused their split. If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade. That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you? A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so. It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer. Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him. Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health. Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Arizo's plant, either. Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own. If you're sure.
Finally checked in, I see. I hope you're fond of the penthouse. It's pretty much the best seat in the whole hotel. You shouldn't want for any amenity you might find elsewhere. Should act as a better headquarters for the investigation than any space dust covered ship. That and you ain't got room service on a ship. You ever need anything, come find me. Even if you don't, you can still swing by. I'm always happy to chat. Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans. Even started an association of like-minded individuals. I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the Nero tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terran Monarch reunion episode. Of course, budgets went up, but the writing quality chewed straight through the floorboards and free fell into Halcyon's son. I'm supposed to believe Helen would let the chief of the savages go free, just since he was revealed to be her half-cousin? He's a dissident! You kill him! I, like most fans, reckon the series should go back to its roots. Another 200 episodes of the Origins plotline is what we really want. Now, what can I lend a hand with? Notice my battle-hardened physique, have you? Used to be in a mighty mean line of work. Been shot at 35 times. That is, I've been near people who were shot at 35 times. But to be honest, I never really enjoyed it, you know? It's one thing to tightrope walk between life and death every day, but for just a handful of bits? Nah. When this position came up, I jumped on it and made a lateral move from sublight to slug. I ain't ever looked back. Well, slug is something like an offshoot of sublight. It ain't too difficult to pivot from one part of the same company to another. Disconnects are known. That said, my departure may have been somewhat hasty. Well, it was, technically. Basically, I singled out a ship to salvage that I thought had been out for use for years. As it turns out, it belonged to a wealthy Byzantine who used it only to vacation. As it so happened, I still don't think she tried to use it, too satisfied with the luxuries of Byzantium. Still, I figured it was a good time to turn tail, in case that ever changed. Well, Slug is more trustworthy for one thing, where Sublight is all about back alleys and backstabbing. Slug can be trusted not to salvage your ship when you turn your head. Stories. Huh. Actually, I think I got a couple now that you mention it. Had a basket case visit from Fallbrook once, almost took a swing at me when I tried to take his bag. Turned out to be full of live sprats. We charged him extra. Please do. Sure, I'd taken a check in the barroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells. What? No! Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse. I was in shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials. Well, the old ones anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day. Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling? Sure. What's on your mind? course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait. You mean when she was still breathing? No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her. Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the bridges to share my theories. The day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on. Yep. Give seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market. Or as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the profit was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more. I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. Just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way. Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. What authorized floor can I bring you to? Next up, the finest seat in the house.
Oh, let's check my penthouse. Which I guess I'm gonna be pissed if I can just access the inventory there and I wasted time at the beginning of this video. Also, I apologize if you're expecting me to talk more, but I'm not gonna talk over the cutscenes. Alright, that's interesting. Are you okay? Alright. One moment, guys. I'll be right back. Let me fix this for you, too. Whoa, that is too big. Alright, Anubis.
The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening.
So... okay, this is gonna act...
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
This is gonna act as a ship. Okay. It's a really big fucking candy bar. Oh, there we go. Map finally loaded. Did not want to load last time.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yay, reading. Fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of stories are told through these. Huh. I honestly thought my hack was pretty good. Where's my hack? Ugh. Not that good, I guess. I mean, it's good. With the boost, I have an 80 hack, but... Alright.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Law, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay, I guess I don't have inventory. Ah, Halcyon Helen was a hardcore smoker. Come here. There's a dog. Dog's name's Anubis.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed. I will be plain with you. I prefer not having to hire you at all. This matter should be resolved by Rizzo's security, but Cedric owns the land complexes, so we have a jurisdiction problem. Constable Keene encouraged us to hire a third-party freelancer. Right now, you're the best chance we have at resolving this incident and getting on with our affairs. I see. Well, I appreciate your candor. Yes, let's go with that. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation. Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both. I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I was really hoping my inventory would be available. Sealed.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking? Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing. Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to? Huh? I'm not trapped anywhere. Oh, wait, I get it. This is one of Norville's pranks. Almost got me that time, Norville. Now, can I bring you to an authorized floor? To the lobby we go.
So all my companions will be in the hotel room. I mean, that's convenient if I want to swap them out. Kind of wish I could access my inventory, though. Guess that is what it is. Also wish I had woken up when I had planned to.
Welcome to the... If you have an issue with a hotel employee, management has requested that you speak to a security officer, rather than shoot them yourself. Damn, when was the last time I slept? Hello. I hope you're enjoying your visit.
I feel like I'm not supposed to be.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. next use currently at 92.9%. Searching slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees. Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Can I quick save? This is gonna be dumb.
Wait, bad idea!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Terribly sorry, but I can't chat just now. Someone on the second VIP level just ordered 15 caned meat pies, and if I don't get to it now, it'll be my head. I understand your devotion to your job. Really, I do. And I hope you'll understand mine. Things might change if you had something very particular to talk to me about, but I'm afraid I'm just too busy to talk right now. I'd be delighted to chat with you later.
Okay then.
I'm so behind. I'm sorry, I still can't talk idly right now. Come back if you have something very important.
The cook is sus.
Are you enjoying the amenities? Something might... No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
You get in here so I could close the door and steal things in peace. Thank you. Oh, hello.
How'd you do that so fast?
Why, hello there! Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything. Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often. Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it, and so handsome too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station. Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Miss Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off? Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
I'm like low-key surprised marauders are a thing at like this resort, but I guess I'm also not, because there had to be enemies.
Get anything good for lunch?
Couldn't just, you know, not murder things.
I was a few minutes late with...
Can't imagine what it must be like. Living down here like sprats on a log.
Their mistake.
Okay then. Room A2 keycard.
In room A3. Please. Someone come help me. I'm feeling weak. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it.
Playing an open world RPG, of course I'm gonna
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Of course I'm gonna loot the crew quarters. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I think I fucked up because I looted the safe. Whoops. guess that's gonna be a thing.
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come help me. I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it. The door's stuck. And I know I need to write a service request, but I can't get in under the door. Is anyone there?
Okay.
Well, no shit.
Okay, here we go!
Huh. Sprat hard. Hacking skills too low. I guess that's what I'm working on right now, is gonna be hacking. Apparently, I need to hack a lot of shit. No, I don't want your toss ball sticks.
Hands dirty.
Oh, crew quarters. Bard. That's a big fucking sprat. Champion toss ball stick. Why the fuck not? I feel like these crew quarters are pretty fucking shitty. Good grief. that's the barred off door. How did I miss one of those items? Ship from yourself. I think I've seen everything I can in the crew quarters. Yes, I have. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to log off in a moment. That's why I said I really wish I'd gotten an earlier start on tonight's stream. Although it looks like right now, this coming Friday, is going to be a big stream of this. Slug storeroom keycard.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge.
Taking a shotgun because I don't think I have one for whatever reason. Well, I'm going to use this as a save point. Yep. I'm going to use this as a save point, and I'm going to call this stream for right now. Thanks for tuning in and watching. You can find me on all platforms that I support, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at More Goth Than Goth. But for now, that's about it. Hopefully I'll get some sort of a stream in this afternoon. If not, realistically, I probably won't be back on until super early Thursday morning. My schedule, my personal life hasn't really allowed me to get on much and stream Monday, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays. But until later, thanks for watching.